Okay. Happy Monday. Happy first day of the 90-day game plan. We are so excited to be chatting with you tonight. There are so many different pieces of information we are going to be going over, so make sure you take notes. You get out something to write with. This call will be recorded, so it will be a resource we can use later. But we're just going to get to it. We have just the most exciting and epic 90 days ahead, and we want you to feel like as equipped as possible. So what better way to start than by having our newest millionaire, Lindsay Hoffer, jump on and give us some great ideas as to how we can build into the 90-day game plan, some tools, some tips, some tricks, and all that Isagenix is doing in order to support us. So take it away, Linz.
Thank you, Laura. Hi, team. Good evening. I'm going to preface this by saying my kids are watching TV. If they come in, I'm sorry. My husband's not home yet. But I believe that this is my fourth 90-day game plan with you, Laura. And I feel like we grow wiser each time. We learn more and more and more with each game plan as to what's effective and what's not. We all come into this game plan with a different level of commitment. Entirely. We all come into the game plan with a different set of goals. But what is most important is to identify your ultimate goal of what you want to accomplish in the next 3 months. Not what you think you're capable of, but what you actually want to accomplish in the next 3 months. And then I want you to take that goal and I want you to break it down. You see, when we're coaching someone on weight loss, say we have a new team member in our community that has a 100-pound weight loss goal. We don't expect them to lose 100 pounds in one foul swoop. We take it 5 pounds at a time, little mini increments. That way our goals seem obtainable. That way there's mini celebrations along the way. And I think business goals are exactly the same. There has to be some tangible checkpoints for you to reach, whether it's a rank or it's an amount of cycles, whatever it may be, to lead up to your ultimate goal. And the reality is, if you look at all of the leaders in Isagenix and all of the leaders on Team Anchored, the biggest advancements for their businesses and team have been during the 90-day game plan because our mindset's right. We are ready to work hard. We realize we're going to do all that we can for 3 months, that we're not looking at doing all that we can for the next 5 years. It's so incredibly valuable to just break it down and commit yourself to this next 90 days no matter what. I sent an email to 200 or 300 team members today that said, don't be the one to disappoint me. Nobody likes a quitter. And you will see team member after team member after team member throw in the towel after the first 30 days or the first 60 days. And you guys, nobody likes a quitter. And do you know what's at stake if you decide to tap out of this 90-day game plan? All of your naysayers. How many naysayers or negative people do you have in your life in regards to network marketing and Isagenix? And pardon my language, but I'll be damned if I will ever prove any one of those naysayers right. So for that reason alone, I've never quit. So if you can channel that or use my determination to help channel you, keep up the consistency and keep up the motivation the whole 90 days because there are so many beautiful eyes on you. So the most tangible and important part of any 90-day game plan is the book, the workbook. Now, for those of you at Celebration, wave yours around, you have your beautiful spiral bound copy in your hot little hand, and a lot of it is probably already filled out. But for those that were not at Celebration, you can order one on isasalestools.com. It'll take several days to get to you. Or you can go to isagenixbusiness.com and find the PDF and template and print it out. And I, a couple 90-day game plans ago, did that for a handful of local team members and then just had them spiral bound at, because there are quite a few pages, 40 pages. I had them spiral bound at the Staples. So you can print for free or you can buy. But if you don't, this is like the Bible of your 90-day game plan. And if you don't have it, you're going to be really frazzled. The next thing you want to do is fill out the dates because the dates are not on there. Our game plan, as Laura said, started today, August 14th, and it's going to conclude on Sunday, November 12th. So Lock in that date. Understand that that last week in November will probably be your busiest business week yet, and let's get to committing. Furthermore, fill it out. There's calendars in the back. There's lots of kind of workbook pages along the way. So if you want a celebration, give yourself 30 minutes this week to go through and fill it out. So your 90-day game plan book, and again, I use it daily, and it literally stays in my purse during these game plans. I always have it ready, and I see Laura nodding. I'm sure she's the same. So the next Laura mentioned, and I have the information I'm going to read off my computer here, Kathy Coover's text. You guys, this is the first time she's done this. I got my text first thing this morning and I loved it. But if you opt in, Kathy is sending 90-day game plan, encouragement, text, information, advice, insight, and you want to text 90-day, so 90-day, APEN. 90-day APEN to the number 88588. So that's fairly easy to find if you Google it, but again, hopefully those that needed it wrote it down. You can opt in at any point in time. I have no doubt that's going to be valuable motivation for us if you're someone who needs weekly motivation. The next success tool I have for you is to utilize Isagenix Live and our Isagenix Zooms. Corporate has opportunity Zoom calls lined up nearly every single week. And a lot of weeks there are multiple ones with huge leaders in Isagenix. Laura has hosted some for us. They're really valuable to tap into for those that, what's going on, you guys? To tap into for your prospects. And to utilize.
Okay.
Thanks, Laura. There is oftentimes promotional codes on these Isagenix Zooms if you are on live, but the point is there's always an opportunity if you need to plug someone in to further information. Also, I wanted to mention that for those of you that didn't go to Celebration and you didn't purchase the Isagenix Live event to watch Celebration in real time, you still can get and purchase a 90-day access pass to Celebration. So if you want to go to the website, oh, it's just Isagenix Live, you can purchase the 90-day all access pass and watch all of the trainings, all of the 90-day game plan trainings as many times as you want. You could have people over, you can watch them together at a business meeting or a fun dinner. It's very inexpensive. And even if you were at Celebration and you want those trainings again, or you want to take more notes, feel free that Isagenix is giving us these to watch for a very small price for 90 straight days. So another huge success tool if you're diving into the game plan and you were not at Celebration last week. And then you guys, what I utilize the most, hands down, and this discussion literally comes up on the team pages every day, are what tools or what do you send prospects. There's little else you need outside of IsaMovies. So if you haven't watched or you haven't been to isamovies.com, please, please, please commit an hour or so this week and watch all of those IsaMovies that sound like they have an interesting topic to you. But there's a handful in particular that I want to point out that I sent almost all of my prospects or people of interest. The first is Today is the Day. It's one of the newest Isagenix movies that they provided for us. It's only about 5 or 6 minutes, and it really paints a picture of what life is like without Isagenix and what life is like with Isagenix. My next favorite would be the Start Your Life videos, and we are so privileged to have one of our very own team members, husband and wife, Stephanie and Matt Gilstrap, literally star in the most recent video they rolled out at Celebration. Again, it's short, it's less than 10 minutes, and it's this picture Isagenix wanted to paint for the industry, for the new or next generation. So you can send it to anyone, but really think about those 18 to 35-year-old prospects or people in your life that you could share that short video with to really inspire them. We know that the key of growing your business during the game plan is maximizing your enrollments. And in order to maximize our enrollments, we have to be reaching out and we have to be following up. And the single-handed, most commonly used tool is IsaMovies for me and my business center the last 3 years. So that was, Laura, all I really wanted to mention. I know we have a lot more to get to. And Laura, I'll have you introduce the next speaker because I don't remember the order. And I'll leave in the chat section, you guys, that text stuff for Kathy Coover's text messages for those that didn't catch it.
Awesome, Liz. Thank you so much. All right. So I am, I'm going to mute everybody really quick. Just a second, Katie. When new people get on, I have to remute. So I'm sorry. All right. So thank you. You guys, those were great tools. Again, Lindsay will put things in the chat if you missed anything. Let us know if for some reason you need anything clarified in that chat section. But for now, we're going to move on to Miss Katie Noah. She is incredible with strategy. And I'm not sure if you saw the dates or saw my last call on Facebook Live in our Team Anchored Biz group, but we talked about Power Weeks. And Katie's going to tell you all about Power Weeks, how to prep for them, how to plan most effectively, go over the dates with you again because she so awesomely helped me calculate them because mine were wrong. Math is not, and strategy is not my strength. So I, again, am so appreciative to get to partner with awesome people like Katie who can help me in that area. So Katie Noah, take it away.
Thanks, Laura. Okay, you guys, so you probably saw the post about the Power Weeks that we have coming up. And these are really designed to help you with your 90-day game plan and meeting your goals. Because, 90 days, it's a condensed version of, it's everything that you want to accomplish, like Lindsay was talking about. But with these Power Weeks, you're able to really just give full focus and dedication in those weeks. So if you haven't been through a Power Week with us before, the dates that we have lined out are September 4th through the 10th, October 2nd through the 8th, and October 30th through November 5th. So there's 3 weeks, and they basically run 1 month after the other. So it will be, basically what happens is the work that you did the week of September 4th through the 10th, then 1 month later, that's going to reflect in that October 2nd week, and you're going to build on that and add more to it, and then again on October 30th. So there's a lot of strategy behind lining out those weeks to try to make it so that you guys can maximize your goals and be able to hit them. So the biggest thing with these Power Weeks is it's all excuses out the window. It's all focuses on your business for 1 week straight, because really you can do it for 1 week. We can record our shows and put everything aside for 1 week and really just make this your number one priority. And I promise you that when you do that and you really do that with intention, that you will see massive action in those weeks. That is when I've seen the most goals come to fruition for people, is during those push and Power Weeks. So one of the big things though with these Power Weeks, say September 4th, you can't just walk in September 4th and say, okay, let's go, and you just go for it and start running. You've got to have some planning behind it. And so I really stress to our team that the week before the Power Week is just as important as the Power Week, because that's where you're going to line everything out. You're going to do all of your strategy. You're going to get everything organized and ready to go. And then that way you're ready to just be on fire during your Power Week. So there's 2 areas that you focus on during that week: your business and your life in the week before the Power Week. So for your business, you want to figure out the week before, what is your goal for that week? And again, like Lindsay said, don't just think what you can accomplish, like what do you really want that week? And I have seen massive goals happen. We've seen people go from consultant to executive in the week. We've seen people, jump from a crystal neff the one year, I think it was like from 1 star to 3 star in the week. So it's that kind of stuff. It's completely attainable. It's just what you put your mind to. And so you really put that focus in there and decide what you want your goal to be for that week. And then make sure you tell your leader, because they are going to help you be accountable. And if you can, also find an accountability partner. Who is your person that like not just your friend who will say, on Thursday, it's okay, let's just take the weekend off. No, who's the person that's going to tell you, no, we are pushing this to the end, let's go, when you are questioning yourself halfway through the week. And have that person. I know for Laura, when she was running in the beginning, she did that with Crystal Neff a lot. And she always talked about how on Wednesday, one or the other would be like, I don't know if I can do it. And they would push each other and they accomplished big things. So really, find an accountability partner that's going to do that for you. The other thing is scheduling your parties. So getting parties set up for that week. So decide. Oops, I lost my screen. Sorry, guys. There you are. Like, where'd you go? Okay, so decide what days you're going to have your parties, whether that's, virtual, in-home. I would really encourage you, though, to have an in-person party during that week. There's just so much power in talking to people face-to-face, knee-to-knee, and especially if you have people that you've enrolled that have never had a party before, every person should have a party and be able to talk about Isagenix. And it doesn't have to be, some traditional stuffy party. There's lots of really fun ideas, and there's calls out there on the Team Anchor podcast about different ideas for that and healthy happy hours that you can make it really fun and inviting and really relaxing and exciting for people to come over and do that. But find out where you're going to do your parties, what night those are going to be, what time those are at, have your flyers made, get the word out, and really start inviting people to those parties. The other thing is, I don't know if everyone's aware, but Experience Isagenix, the company actually does those Zoom parties, the virtual parties, every Wednesday. So you'll want to take a look, usually on Isagenix Business, the Facebook page. They'll have listed on there who's speaking at those for the week. But every Wednesday, there's at least one, but typically there's more than one. So take a look there and see what you find, and that's another place to tap into. Because the nice thing about having multiple parties is if somebody can't attend one, you have a second option to offer them. If they say, oh, well, I can't come over on Tuesday, okay, great. Well, on Wednesday, virtually, you can tap into this and be able to hear about it instead. So that can be really helpful. The other thing is refreshing your list. So take a look at your list that you've been going through, and take a look at, okay, who do I need to be talking to this week? Who's ready? Who said that they were going to be ready around this time? I know I have a lot of people who have said after the summer. And the perfect thing about our week, September 4th through the 10th, is it's the day after Labor Day. And it is a big time where people jump back in. They're done with their camping and their barbecues, they're getting kids back to school, and they're ready to just get back on track and get a routine in their life. So go through your list and figure out who those people are and get that list lined out, have exactly who you're going to talk to for the week. And if you have time, you can start those conversations in that week. A lot of times we know that it's not the minute that we start talking to them that they're going to say yes, right? Sometimes maybe it's over a few days by the time you talk and find out a time to get on the phone, find out a time to get their information. So sometimes that can take a couple days. So don't hesitate to just start those conversations if you get the chance. And then you also want to look at what your team's goals are. So, people that you have enrolled, you want to help them reach their goals. And that's the beauty of Isagenix, right? Like everything helps all of us together, but it is so fun celebrating your team's goals. And so have some planning sessions with them. Do you have people that want to, get to consult and ask people, what is it that they want? Are you trying to get someone to consultant or manager? What is it that you're trying to help them with? Make sure that you have your team's goals in the forefront of your mind as well during that week, because it's going to be really beneficial for you to help them meet those goals as well. And the other part is planning your life during that week. So one of the biggest things that I think people have faced in these power weeks is getting halfway through the week and then maybe, life starts to fall apart, or you feel like you're doing it alone. It's the miscommunication with the family. And I think there's just so much value in during that week before, say, hey, next week we're doing this. It's called a power week, and I want to hit this big goal. And so I'm going to need your help. And that's not just a conversation with your spouse. It's also a conversation with your kids. And because they're always really excited to see you run for these goals and hit these goals. And they become a big part of the process for you. And it can really get the family involved, and it just makes it easier on you. So really just make sure that you talk to everyone in the house about, this is going to be a really big week. I'm probably going to be on the phone a lot, or, I'm going to be out for some parties. I'm going to be on some Zooms. Mommy's going to need some time. But I'm really thankful for you helping us out, and set a reward for the end of the week. For Monday, maybe Monday you guys go out to dinner, to ice cream, or something like that. Maybe there's a treat for hitting the goal. And that way everyone, reaps the benefits of running for those goals. Another thing to discuss is the kids' schedules. Can you get help with having kids be picked up or dropped off? What maybe can your spouse take on a little bit extra that week? Or, sometimes we've had grandma step in and help with some of those things when we've had party nights, and it's just for 1 week. So people are really willing to step in. And if you can, get your dinners all prepared. One less thing you have to worry about, right? So I've seen actually some people have parties where they've gone to one of the girls' houses on the Friday before one of our power weeks, and they set up freezer meals for the week. And then she went home and she had all her freezer meals, and she hit her goal that week. It was just nice not to have to worry about it. She's just able to pull it out and have it ready. And then, have your house cleaned up and your laundry done. I think there's nothing worse than halfway through the week and you just feel completely frazzled because your laundry is piled high and maybe a kid needs a certain shirt, or, do you have practice? Do they need clothes? What's happening? And so just make sure that you have that stuff already situated. So it's just one less thing you have to worry about, because all of that is time that you can be on the phone, you can be on Zooms, you can be at parties, you can be, talking to people and having conversations. So the more time you can give yourself, the better. And so you really just, the biggest thing is taking this whole week and making it so that you have no excuses for the power week. And that's why the week before your prep becomes so important. You have a map, you know where you're going, and then all excuses have been removed and all distractions have been removed, and you're able to really push through. And I think one of the biggest things is just to remember that during power weeks, it goes until Sunday night at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. And don't stop until that time. I see more goals hit in that last hour and a half than any other time. And I know that if those people would have decided even Sunday at noon, hey, you know what, I gave it my best shot, but it's not going to happen, they wouldn't have hit those goals. It was really that extra push in the afternoon. And that's where your accountability partner comes in. If you start to feel that way, and your leader as well, if you feel that way, you need to talk to those people, because they will push you. They will make sure that happens. They will help you strategize. They will get someone on the phone that we can figure out some sort of strategy. So never, ever give up on those goals. But I really challenge you to think about, what does that look like? Again, Lindsay said you have the whole 90-day game plan and you break it down into pieces. And so this is a really good opportunity to make each of these weeks be a piece of that overall goal. So what does that look like for you? So I would challenge you to figure out what your biggest goal is for the 90-day game plan, and then work backwards and see, okay, what could I do the week of September 4th through the 10th? What could be the goal for that week? And start there. And then you'll be able to build from there, but it makes it smaller, it makes it easier to wrap your head around, and it's more attainable. So that's what I have for you guys. And I'll put the dates in the chat as well so that you guys have those. Laura, I'm not sure.
I'm here. Yeah, I got it. Sorry. I was trying to pull up my schedule on my phone before I jumped on with you. Okay, so awesome. Thank you, Katie. You guys, these Power Weeks are so fun, and we wanted to give you a heads up so you could prepare and do everything that Katie was talking to you about, and we will have so much more information for you. But just like Lindsay and Katie said, setting those goals ahead of time and really setting it up is huge and so important. And we will have threads going in our pages. We'll be running together, doing so many exciting things. So just get ready. Next, I would love to welcome Jenny Osgood to the call. Miss Jenny, I heard her share something on her team page, and I was like, yes, it made so much sense. So she is going to talk about the new products that were introduced at Celebration and how to integrate them into your teams, when to send samples, and all that kind of stuff. So take it away, Jenny. Oh, Jenny, you need to unmute yourself real fast.
There we go. Can you hear me now? Okay, so I'm sure most of you guys have seen already what the new products are. I'm just going to show you quickly because there's already been a lot out. So we have the cookies and cream shake, which will be released soon. We don't know the date yet. And then the amped protein bars, cookie dough, brownie, strawberry cream, and then the 2 e-shots, lemon lime, raspberry. So what I was telling my team is, one thing I like to do is when new products come out, first of all, you want to message everybody on your team, of course. Let them know what products came out, what can be the uses for them. Particularly if you guys were at Celebration, they talked about protein pacing. And so a lot of research is coming out about that. So you may want to touch base with some of your athletes in particular that would be very beneficial to. But really, in general, anyone who's trying to lose weight, a lot of research is coming out about protein pacing and the benefits of it. So I like to send handwritten notes to people that kind of come into mind in particular that I think would really enjoy some of the new products that came out. And that's who I will also send a sample to. So these are going to be, most of the time, they will be just product users that maybe are not quite business builders yet. But it just gives me another touch point with them and another way to be personal with them, but also let them know I was thinking about them at Celebration. I can tell them a little bit about Celebration and also send them a sample. So I love to order extra products in order to do that. And then one other thing I wanted to tell you guys is be very careful, especially when you're trying new products, that you don't put your whether you liked the product or not onto your people. So for example, if you tried the strawberry cream bar and you just didn't like it, be careful not to tell people that you didn't like it, because then if you're going to say that, chances are whoever hears that you don't like it, they're probably not going to try it. And it may be one of their favorite products. You never know. So just keep in mind too that preferences are different for everyone. So just be careful about just how you speak about the products. I always choose to highlight the positives about the products and the uses and the benefits rather than talking about, my specific likes or dislikes. But yeah, I would just say, just really be intentional about who you are reaching out to. And if someone comes to mind that or you really think that they would love these products, just send them a sample, send them a nice little note, and let them know you were thinking about them. Just those personal touches, I think, can go a long way. And that's all I have. Are you there, Laura?
Yes, I'm here. Just a second. Sorry. I am here. Okay. I love that, Jenny. Thank you. And you make such a good point about I'm so happy you said that. I've never thought to say that, but to tell people to not be bold, because I know that so many times we've been like, oh, or someone hates the eggnog, but then someone else, it's their favorite shake and they wish it could come back again. So that being said, those of you who are at Celebration, I would suggest you do as much as you can to just share about the cookies and cream. For those of you that didn't get it, it is incredible. Like, it is so good. And I'm not even lying for this call. I am being very real with you that both of my kids were jumping up and down. If you were following me on Instagram story, my son Miller was like savoring it and like swaying when he took his first sip. So that's something that's exciting, and it's exciting to post about because people want to hear and get excited for that shake, which should be coming out in the next couple weeks. So thank you so much, Jenny. I really appreciate your perspective on that. Now I would love to welcome Miss Becky to the call, Becky O'Donnell. She is going to give you information on events happening this fall, how to build to the events, why events are important and so essential for your business, and how to build community around those events. So take it away, Miss Becky.
All right. Thanks, Laura. First and foremost, when building to an event, one of the things that I took away from Laura from last summer was her contest, the Soar Through the Summer. And you guys, contests are incredible, but they don't have to be on that scale. We don't need to do something massive like planning an event around a professional football game. But we can do things on a smaller scale and plan a dinner with your team at an event, and people want to be there. People want to be a part of that. So planning activities that involve the event or planning a retreat around that. So Laura did a year ago in Chicago, she did our executive retreat combined with ICU. That was like the best thing possible because, you know, people want to get to the event, but they also want to get to that. So pairing them together makes people want to be able to be a part of that. And it also makes them, maybe if there's a certain level that you have to get to, makes them want to jump and reach for that. So also, let's see here. Events that are really important. So obviously we just left Celebration. We all know that's incredibly important, but there's two big events that are between Celebration and NYKO, and that's Isagenix Universities and the University in Action. Both are imperative, both are important. So if you haven't been to either of those, you need to get them onto your schedule. But the two ISAUs that are planned for this fall one is in Phoenix. That's October 5th through the 7th, and our very own Laura will be speaking, training there. Then we also have the ISAU in Minneapolis, November 2nd through the 4th, and our very own Lindsay will be training at that one. So you guys, if you can't get to one, try to get to the other and get your teams there. You know, create the excitement around them. You know, trainings are fun, as we all know, but it's a time to build that community together and create FOMO. Photos are everything. I mean, I have had people tell me, oh my gosh, I've been looking through all your photos from Celebration. Well, they don't know what it's called, but all your beautiful dresses and creating that excitement around it by posting things ahead of time. Building the community around that. So I think it's imperative that we do things from a local standpoint that can then grow into the broader standpoint. So, I'm sorry, circling back, I apologize. ICU, and then the two dates for the University in Actions are Toronto, Ontario, which is September 8th through the 10th. That's coming up really fast. And then the Chicago date is October 20th through the 22nd. I will post those below. To find the events and to be able to get your tickets, isagenixevents.com. David Wood does the training for the University in Action. And if you are not aware or not sure of what the difference between the two, ICU versus UIA, ICU is really a matter of training on the compensation. It's recognition. It's more training from a standpoint of the compensation and building your business. University in Action is building belief in yourself and in network marketing. And I think they both have incredibly important aspects to them. And if you haven't been to them, like I said, you have to get yourself to them. And I know that some people talk maybe not the most positively about University in Action, but I've now been to two, and my second one was even better than my first. And I think they're incredibly important. So I will post the dates below when I'm finished. But building your community surrounding your event. So it starts local. I mean, doing things like biz meetings. And if your team is spread out, which mine is turning into a growing team that's across the country, do Zoom biz meetings. I mean, those are like what we're doing right now. Plan dinners with your team. Those are really fun. And again, it creates this ability for people to be a part of something. People want to be a part of something. And the more activities people get to join into, the more likely they're going to join you at an event because they want to be a part of that. Do play dates with your teams. I mean, it can be anything, you guys. If you don't have kids, create a game night. Outings, paint nights. I know Zoe, I'm going to call you out on here. She wants to do a swirling, I don't know, something with sashes and where you do acrobatic stuff. Sorry, I was not saying the right thing, but do fun things because people want to be a part of that. And invite every person on your team and not even on your team to events. You never know who's going to say yes. And it could be an event that makes them join you in Isagenix. And there are aerial yoga. Thank you. Yes, that one, the twirling thing. There are so many things that people want to be a part of. And if we don't ask, they may never know about it. You guys, people don't know what they don't know. And most people don't know about these events that we're having. So how to find Super Saturdays. So I actually just got this question by one of my associates. Isagenixevents.com has all of our core 4 events, but they also have some of our Super Saturdays posted on there. Like Portland Super Saturdays, Seattle Super Saturdays, some here on the West Coast are posted on there, but not all of them are there. And so what I have found is going to the Isagenix Biz page and posting on there and asking around, because there are some things that may not have be actually posted to the global Isagenix events page, but there's still events that are happening that are open as one team. And so I know that like in Colorado, there are some people, Brooke Burns are are doing some activities there, and we've gotten some other, oh, what's going on? Okay. Anyway, I'm not really sure we're screen sharing right now, but so that's a great opportunity to be able to find them, because I know we have a Portland business page, but we also have, there are probably other areas that have their own, city business page that might have events posted there. So it's a great way of finding those. Just by posting to the biz page, because you guys, there's people across the country and the world that's on Isagenix business that will be able to help you out and plug you in. And then NYKO. So everybody should already have your ticket for NYKO and getting your room set up, because we're going into September, you guys, and that's going to come really fast. So if you haven't yet purchased your ticket, you need to purchase it. It is in your back office in isagenixevents.com. You go to the register tab and on there, and then you can get your ticket like any other Core 4 event ticket that you've purchased before. And then also in there, you can actually click the links to the hotels. So there's 3 hotels for NYKO this year, and it's hosted in Phoenix, which is incredible for a lot of us who are on the West Coast to be able to go to. I think it's gonna be great to be able to have access to corporate as well for that event. But it's really simple to be able to get your event ticket and then getting your hotel and start planning now. So start planning who you want in your room, what your team is gonna look like, who's gonna come with you. Inviting people now will create a growth in your team. So I think that was everything that you wanted me to touch on, Laura.
Thank you so much, Becky. I love that. And I really like her. I thought about creating community, whether it's nationwide, whether it's local. I mean, all of it is so imperative, and it builds into what Katie was talking about in terms of planning events through Power Weeks. Those are really easy ways to kind of grow and build your community. And the community always starts with one person. And you're a leader if you have enrolled one person. So just know you can never do too many invites to events. I mean, inviting people personally is a really big deal. And then also, just so you guys know, corporate is putting together a bunch of fall Super Saturdays, and they're backing a lot of them. And so I know that the schedule is out there somewhere. We'll try to put it up on Team Anchored Biz. But if you guys know of events happening and you know there's other people in our business page that might benefit from them, shout it out, share it with other people on our business page. It's really helpful. So thank you so much, Becky. I really appreciate it. I would love to now welcome Miss Kristen to the call. Kristen is going to be talking about new business builder tools. We have some new launch party kits, some different calls and things that are happening, ways that Isagenix is set up to support us in our 90-day action plan. So Miss Kristen, are you there?
I am. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm super excited to talk to you guys about a lot of the tools that Isagenix has, because we're so fortunate to be with a company where we don't have to reinvent the wheel, and we don't have to come up with tools and videos like Lindsay was talking about with Isamovie. We have them at our fingertips. So I wanted to just reiterate what Lindsay said about the celebration recap. For those of you that went to celebration, you get it for free. So you can go and watch the trainings again. I know Michael Klaus, when he spoke on his breakout session, he said he watched his wife, Lynn Hagedorn's compensation video over and over and over and over again until he could say the words along with her. So I'm going to go back and rewatch everything because I know I missed stuff. I know that's just what happened. So I would really take advantage of that. And if you weren't there, it's only $99. I know it seems crazy, but it's a great opportunity for you to have some of your teammates over, to watch it, to take copious notes. It is worth the $99 for the training that you'll get. So just to hop in, I think you guys are very aware that we've got Facebook pages. That's probably how you got the the link for the Zoom. So we have our Team Anchored pages, Team Anchored testimonials, Team Anchored business, Team Anchored, just Team Anchored. But make sure when you're adding people to those pages, you're adding them to the appropriate page. So prospects are for Team Anchored testimonials. And make sure if they're asking product questions in there, keep track of your people and guide them over to the Team Anchored page once they've enrolled, so that they're not asking product questions or trying to sell products. They shouldn't be doing that anyway. So if you see that, you need to kibosh it anyway. Then there's the Isagenix IsaBody Challenge official page, which has great tips and recipes and just support for everyone that's in the IsaBody Challenge. And we all should be in the IsaBody Challenge because it's free product. There's the Isagenix events Facebook page that Becky was just talking about for local events and also for global events that you can be plugged into. The Isagenix business Facebook page, which will give, great tips and tricks and calls like the weekly Zoom. That's a huge page that I use almost daily. I'm always scrolling through that to see if there's anything that I missed. I also recommend finding your regional sales rep and following them on Facebook, because you never know if they might be doing a call or they might have a Facebook Live to talk about an event that's popped up in your region or in some of your teammates' regions. So I follow all of the reps. I know they move around a lot, so I try to stay up to date with that. And if I see a rep in one of my teammates' regions, I'll send the info their way. In terms of websites that we have, I think it's super important that you know your own Isagenix website. It should be your username, Isagenix. Mine's Kristen Dalbert, or kristendalbert@isagenix.com. So just make sure you actually know how you can help people order and what website they need to go through to order products. I love isagenixhealth.net. I can't get enough knowledge, and those peer reviews that make everybody fall asleep, I think they're fascinating. So you should always be popping up there. It's almost like it's like a blog, and they're posting new products. There's great information when people come to you and they say, "Oh, I can't believe that there's so much sugar." You can send them a really awesome article on isagenixhealth.net about why we have the sugar content that we do. Jenny just commented the protein pacing. There's a really awesome article about that. So if you have anyone that's remotely
How are
out
you
in
tonight?
your life, you should make sure that they're seeing that. Can you guys make sure you mute yourself? Sorry, I don't know if somebody just popped on, but if you can just mute your line so the recording isn't.
Kristen, I'm going to mute everybody and then just unmute yourself again, okay?
Okay.
A second.
Okie dokie, thanks. So isagenixhealth.net, that's a great resource for you to send your team. And when you've got people that are already enrolled or business builders and they're asking you as a leader questions, direct them there. I know it's super easy to just Google it or, isagenixhealth.net it and send it to them, but make sure you're enabling them with the resources. So this is something that you should make sure your team knows about as well if they aren't on this call with you. Isagenixbusiness.com, that is just a brilliant resource. There is business training, there's videos, the race to executive, the you share, they share script. They literally can give you words that you can learn if you don't have the words yourself. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. They give you all of the lingo and the verbiage and everything that you can memorize, and then you just know it. So I love the scripts because I don't have to think of my own words. New associate checklist, the compensation plan with Jim Coover. I love that the man that designed our compensation plan does a video explaining it to us and to our business builders. Product fast facts, that's wonderful just to share. If you're a verbal vomiter of product knowledge like I am, the product fast facts is a great resource because it keeps you succinct and you can just share it with your prospects. I love the weekly action plan scoreboard. That is one of the PDFs that's available. And it's really fantastic to have to keep you on track with your goals, weekly bite-sized goals. Literally, it's daily activities that you can do. It's great to share with your team as well. Then isagenixevents.com has been mentioned. That's where you're going to buy your tickets to Celebration, NYKO, ICU, and UIA. And isafyi.com is a really great website. So you can have information for the calls. The new business tools are all on there. So after this call is done, I recommend you go over to isafyi.com and you can see the new start video that Lindsay was talking about. You can see the new business tools. They updated the lookbook. There's a new objection or overcoming objections and connecting book. There's a really great new IsaBody 16-week daily journal. If any of you guys popped into the IsaBody tent or section at Celebration, there's a really awesome journal. It's like daily. 16 weeks. So I don't know how many pages that is because I don't do math, but it's a really awesome resource. The new kits that they've come out with, there's the Eat It, Love It, Share It kit, and it really has everything you need to host an in-home party. There's a little Isagenix USB that has the videos, invitations, templates, and PDFs. I love that it's in USB format and not DVD because you can't scratch it. And you can just plug it right into your computer, or you can plug it right into your TV if you've got a smart TV. There is a how to host an event flyer. There is a party flyer that you can fill out. Updated new member forms, which are awesome. If you haven't taken a look at the new member forms, they're a great resource. You can just print them out double-sided. I always keep one in my planner and my purse, just to show people, if you never know who you're going to run into. If you meet a new prospect and you guys connect, you've got it right at your fingertips. There is the Isabody Challenge Lookbook Lite. They made a smaller one. That's not quite as heavy. 10 of those come in there. The daily spend worksheet, and it just kind of breaks down what you're investing with your initial purchase in Isagenix. And there's a gift card to isasalestools.com, which is where you'll go to get the majority of these websites that you just can't download automatically. And the last website I want to mention is the Sound Concepts website. And that is who we go through to create the majority of the books and the DVDs that are not created by Isagenix. So we use soundconcepts.com. And you can, honestly, I love using old Google, and I do Sound Concepts Isagenix, and it pops up, and it takes me right to the Isagenix site through Sound Concepts. So and the launch party kit. Sorry, I forgot about that. The new You Share, They Share, or Eat It, Love It, Share It kit is kind of the new launch party kit. So if you see those two words or those two kits kind of used interchangeably, it sounds to me like this is the Eat It, Love It, Share It kit is our new launch party kit, because everything I'm seeing in the launch party kit is from 2016, like the 2016 product catalog, and I'm pretty sure they're rolling out a new one pretty soon. So I would invest in the Eat It, Love It, Share It. It's a mouthful. Kit personally over the launch party kit if you don't already have it. So that's everything I have, Laura. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the chat. But we should all know those websites and be sharing them with our teams.
Thank you so much. I actually just went on and yesterday just ordered 2 of the Eat It, Love It, Share It kits in preparation for some fun launch parties and things we have coming up here. So if that's you guys and you want to do that, I would suggest you have some launch parties happening, which you all should, in preparation for our big power weeks coming up and the weeks before and after. I would suggest you get the kit. The light lookbook is really cool too. I was telling some of my new business builders how nice it is to just be able to pull it out and say, what's your solution? What can I help you with? And you show them the book and it's right there in front of you. Again, that's why we also have our testimonials page so that you guys can use that as great resources that we so love Kristen for setting up and helping run. So thank you, Kristen, for doing that and putting in the hours and weeding through the crazies to make sure that page stays compliant and is a great resource for us. So we love you and really appreciate your help with that. So I get to talk to you about, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was so dark. I'm just trying to get lighter up here. I get to talk about some fun stuff. To me, the fun part about all of this stuff is I like to help my people make some money. And when people are joining me and when people are starting Isagenix, it is so fulfilling to share something that you love so much. But it is really fulfilling as well to help people start to pay off debt, to help work toward their dreams. And Isagenix, honestly, you guys, keeps making it better and better. Our compensation plan, our bonuses, our promotions, they keep going on and on. And so I'm going to talk to you about some of the big ones that have been introduced, and I'm going to start with the Championship Challenge. So the Championship Challenge, which all of you should know about hopefully, is the cruise challenge that Isagenix has set up. And this cruise challenge is something that whether you are on a team or not, everybody should be registered for. You need to go into your back office, go under contests and promotions, click view contest information, and it will bring you up to a screen where you can opt in as an individual and you can register as a team. I don't care if you have a team yet, you need to go there and you need to you need to register as an individual, because over the next, I don't know however many weeks, it was 26 weeks total, I believe, Isagenix is giving away $10,000 a week worth of prizes, incentives, cash, swag, so many different things for those of you that are earning points in these challenges. And every Saturday night on Isagenix Business's Facebook page, they're going to announce what that new challenge is for that next week. And if you're registered as an individual, you can participate. If you're not registered, you probably haven't seen any of this or haven't even heard of it. But I just want you guys to all make sure to go register right after this call if you haven't yet as an individual. So it starts tracking your individual points. And make sure that when you're bringing in new business builders throughout this 90-day game plan and beyond, that you are making sure that they register as well. Because you could bring in somebody who does incredible things, and if they're not registered as an individual, it won't count toward the cruise contests that are happening weekly that they could participate in. So again, make sure that's something you're familiar with and you have every single person do. Secondly, there are teams of 6 that you can participate and run with. It is really fun to do. I gave some good tips at Celebration about that. So if you have access to the live recording and want to go just listen in on that, the key is to pick 6 people who want to go, who want to run, who want to really do big things in this business, who don't want to just say they're going to do big things in this business in the next before December 31st, but they're actually going to get into action. And as I was telling one of my new business builders here today, it's a grit. It takes grit. It takes hard work. It takes putting yourself out there. It takes doing events after events. It takes meeting new people. It takes having those semi-uncomfortable conversations at times. But I really want you to understand that when you do that, not only will you build your business, but you have the chance to win this amazing 7-day cruise that's departing from Puerto Rico, going to St. Kitts, St. Thomas, all these Caribbean islands. And Isagenix does it right, you guys. You will want to be on that ship. So visualize yourself there, get the goal going, grab a team of 6 business builders. It really helps if you're financially tied for certain points that are structured. I'm not going to go over all the points tonight because I know this has been a long call and I don't want to drag you guys down with details, but it's really important that you're very clear as to how you do get points. And one of the things I think is super important to remember is that you get points for enrolling yourself and your team into the Isabody Challenge. The Isabody Challenge is a 16-week challenge, as we talked about before. You should all know about it. That when you enter and you do this and you order 500 BV, so about 125 BV a month of product, and you have a product, you submit your before pictures and you submit your after pictures and you submit a little essay at the end, you get $200 in free products just for completing. And then for this cruise contest, getting your team to enroll into the Isabody Challenge brings you just as many points as making a consultant. That's huge. So you should all be enrolled as in the Isabody Challenge yourself, and then having all of your new people. Because again, the coolest thing is not only does it get you cruise points, you're going to help your teammates get $200 of free product. Maybe, I don't know if they're still sending out shirts. I believe they are. I think I saw one on one of our teammates just the other day. And maybe you have the chance on winning cash prizes, a cruise, everything. So make sure that you guys are on top of that and that you're getting enrolled into the Isabody Challenge. And if you do it by the end of August, you have the chance to complete the Isabody Challenge before December 31st. I'm going to get that exact date. I wish I would have had it for this call. But there is an exact date that you need to make sure that you and your team are enrolled into the Isabody Challenge, because you also get points for completing the challenge. So make sure that on the flip side, again, it's completed and that you guys follow through with it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the transformations that can come. I'm trying to think of anything else with the championship challenge. I think that's it, but really plug into these big promotions. I'm going to try to really promote them on Team Anchored Biz when I see them on Saturday night so that I can make sure you guys are tapping into them. But it's a really exciting challenge we all get to be a part of. Next, I want to talk about the Team Builders Challenge. So the Team Builders Challenge is when you help 5 new members join Isagenix products with an initial order of 100 BV or more in 1 calendar month. You get to receive a box of the complete essential daily pack vitamins with Isagenesis for free. That is almost a $200 like another $200 free product. And what John and I have found out is that when you add a box of vitamins to your auto ship and plug in that product, that coupon code that you'll get generated, it's under the codes, it's under a promotions and codes tab in your back office. It'll get generated after you enroll 5 people in 1 month. It also takes off the shipping and tax from your auto ship. Isn't that amazing? So your goal should every single month be to have a box of vitamins. You should be enrolling at least 5 people a month, continually getting coupons. You'll never have to pay for shipping or tax, which everyone seems to complain about at one time or another. You'll never have to do it. So just enroll 5 people every month. You can earn up to 2 boxes a month. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, you guys, I'm going to be compliant about this, but after having little baby V, there were some crazy hormone things happening. There was a lot of deficiencies. I was tired. It was hard for me to get the nutrition I needed. I was just not taking care of myself because I was caring for a newborn who was losing all this weight, and it was very stressful. I legitimately felt a very big difference after taking the vitamins. I really did. So I believe that our vitamins are very high quality. I know you can go in the back office and research them. But again, this is what I'm saying. Isagenix is so generous to give us all of these free products and these promotions to just sweeten this compensation plan that's already so wonderful. So Team Builders Club is extended through January 31st of next year, which happens to be my birthday. So hopefully they extend it beyond that. But the double PIBs are also extended. If you don't know what a double PIB is, a double PIB is a product introductory bonus that when you enroll 2 or more people in 1 calendar week, that's Sunday night, midnight Eastern time to Sunday night, midnight Eastern time, your product introductory bonuses will double from those people. So if you're wondering what packs and systems are included in that, again, Google is your best friend. Google Isagenix double PIB and a great little flyer will come up. I've been giving it to all my new business builders lately so that they can maximize those bonuses. Because again, not only do I want my business builders to get paid, but we all know that when you start someone on a system versus piecing products together, truly people will get a much better experience. It saves them money and it will really help promote that healthy lifestyle we want everyone to be experiencing. So your goal should be to get double PIBs every week, especially right now. This is such a hot season for our company with all free enrollment happening this week, you guys. Double that, add that into the double PIBs and you're really going to start hitting some goals and blessing yourself and helping people, and it's all amazing good stuff. So just be aware of that. Just a second. I'm going to try it. Okay. And then let's see. The executive director and platinum leadership pools are extended. So it is so important that you guys stay active at the rank of director, at the rank of executive, and at those ranks, and really to know what your benchmarks are and what those pools are. If this is something that is new to you, as we've always said, the goal above all else, get to Crystal Executive and stay at Crystal Executive. So you should be shooting for 18 to 20 consultants within your organization at one time. So you will want to get there and to make sure that you stay in those and you can play in these pools. So if you want some more information on the pools, it's all under the contest and promotions tab in your back office. Let me see what else they extended. Daily pay is extended through January 14th of next year. And if you guys don't know what daily pay is, when you help an Isagenix member get started on one of the business building value packs, which is a pay setter pack or a business builders pack or a president's pack, I can't remember the new name of the pack. But again, Google is your best friend. Google Isagenix daily pay. You will automatically get the next day that bonus from that pack deposited into your ISA wallet account. So that is huge and exciting and always fun to receive. And then all those wonderful rank advancement bonuses that we receive for consultant, Crystal Manager, $250 bonus, Crystal Director, $750 bonus, Crystal Executive, $1,000 bonus, the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star bonuses, all of that is extended through next year. So I suggest if you want to know what that is, Google, again, Isagenix rank advancement bonuses, and they will all come up. And that is something that is, in my mind, free money sitting there on the table for you to go after. So we want you all to be hitting those rank advancements and to get those bonuses. I think that's about it. So we went over the championship challenge, daily pay. So yeah, there is a step up to 2-star event that I want to talk to you guys about. So for those of you who are not executive, you have the chance to become executive by September 4th in order to qualify for the step up to 2-star promotion. And what that is if you hit 2-star from September 4th through December 31st, Isagenix is going to fly you out and show you a wonderful time at corporate in February of next year, give you specialized training, put you up in a beautiful hotel, and allow you to really get what you need to take you from 2-star and beyond. So if you are somebody who is on the cusp of executive, or you're like, you know what, I want to get there, I want to make this happen, I challenge you to get to executive by September 4th so that you can experience this and participate in this promotion. So there will be 17 weeks of weekly calls for you. There will be special training and everything in order to help you reach that goal of 2-star within that period. So you will have to hit 20 cycles generically 4 different times between September 4th through December 31st and stay executive 4 weeks in order to be included in that. So it's going to be an elite group, but I have no doubt that some of you on this call are going to be able to be in that group. And I can tell you that even for me, I'm having FOMO. I'm like, gosh, I wish I could go do that. That's going to be an incredible experience. So if you haven't hit 2-star yet, I suggest you run for that. That will be so exciting. So with that, I'm going to jump off. You guys have joined us for, I think, about an hour now. Yep, just an hour exactly. And I really want you to just know that we believe in you. We are here to support you. We are going to have so much on our business pages, and I know the leaders are on theirs, to help you through those power weeks, to help you build up to the power weeks, to help you hit your goals over these next 90 days. And we so appreciate you taking the time to jump on with us tonight. Look for some more Team Anchored calls in the future. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday night, there will be executives sharing their experiences, how they got there, how they started Isagenix, and give you tips on how to run to executive. So if you are not executive yet, or you're bringing new business builders in, this is the place for them. So make sure you stop by our team page to see what the Zoom call is going to be. It'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday and Thursday. You guys will get to learn from some of our executives. And I know Candace LaRoe and Melissa Hessling will be on the call tomorrow night. So I'm so excited to be able to hear from them. Have a wonderful day, you guys. We love you. This will be recorded for you. If it went too fast, you want to hear it again, or if you want to send out to some of your team who couldn't make it. But we are so excited to have the most epic fall of 2017 and to celebrate you all to hit your goals by NYKO of next year. So take care. Have a good night. Thank you.